Hi everyone, Amy at Mind Body Solutions here. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun with a strap or a belt. So you'll need a strap, a belt, a necktie, a robe sash, or something that you can use for reference today as we do our little shoulder practice. Make sure you're sitting in a chair that won't roll away. And bring yourself out toward the edge of the chair if you comfortably can, if it doesn't make you unstable. If you have a little more difficulty with your balance, please make sure that you're sitting back far enough in the chair to be safe. Otherwise, I invite you toward the edge of the chair here, having your hips and your knees and your ankles in about that 90 degree position for each one. We'll use the belt in a minute, but first let's go ahead and just start with some simple warm-ups to get our shoulders moving. So I invite you to just start rolling the shoulders back. Just get everything slowly warmed up here. And then let's make sure we go forward too. And notice that I'm not only using my shoulders, but I'm starting to involve my spine a little bit too. So letting the spine become part of that, if that feels good for you, is a great way to get the body gently warmed up. Good. And shake it out if that feels good. Let's go ahead and inhale as we draw our arms up to about shoulder height here. Pressing down through your feet, lifting that chest, getting long all the way up through the length of the spine, through the top of the head. Gently turn the palms up toward the ceiling. And on an inhalation, let's take our arms all the way up over the head. Take a good breath there. Make sure, however, you're not just moving up, but that you're also dropping down through your sitting bones and pressing down through your feet. Inhale and one nice long exhale as you bring the arms back down. Good. And let's take that, but a little bit slower this time and moving with the breath. So we'll go on 3 breaths, letting the arms just sort of pendulate as we bring them up. So we're going to inhale, exhale, let them drop a bit. Inhale a little higher. Exhale, let them drop a little bit. Let this be very fluid. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, wide arc down. Let's take that one more time as we keep warming up. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale again, exhale. And then one more time, inhaling all the way up. Let the hands turn so they face one another. And exhale. Drop it back down. Very good. Again, roll the shoulders out or shake them out or whatever feels good to you. All right, let's go play around with some fun little shoulder warm-ups here. I have my belt. Make sure you've got your belt or your strap. If you are using a belt that has a metal clasp on it, make sure that you're holding toward that so it's not swinging as we do these. It's pretty easy to hit yourself in the head. So be careful with that. We're going to take a nice long width of the belt here. Now notice that my wrists are in a neutral position here. They're not up like this. There's a real temptation when we do this to kind of extend those wrists up. So keep the wrists as neutral as we can. Again, pressing down through the feet and feeling those sit bones lengthen the spine here as we inhale and bring the arms up any amount. And then exhale as we bring them back down. Again, taking a look once in a while at your wrists, trying to keep them in that neutral position so that we protect the wrists with this. Inhaling and exhaling as you wish. You don't have to go at my pace. You can go faster or slower. And then this time, let's see if we can go all the way around. You might find when you get here, you need to give yourself a little more breadth of the belt. And we're just going to come back down. And you'll know that your arms may not go at quite the same rate. One arm wants to lead. It's a little bit hard to get that over the edge. Maybe you go all the way down to your belt line. Maybe you don't. It's okay. Again, trying to keep those wrists as neutral as possible, which gets difficult as you do this. I can feel mine beginning to bend there. Knowing one shoulder again may be very different. I know my shoulders are very different, so one shoulder always lags behind the other a little bit when I do this. Good, and then give yourself a break, set the belt down, and again, a little shaking, a little bit of movement. Always let that movement be fluid if you can. Find a way to bring rhythm into these movements. Okay, now we're going to make it a little more complex here. So you can continue doing the first one if that feels better to you. Otherwise, if you want to try some diagonals, let's do that. So again, take hold of the belt. Make sure you're holding on near the clasp so you don't hit yourself in the head. Nice wide belt here. And again, trying to keep those wrists neutral. So I'm going to bring one arm up and one down. I'm going to give myself a long, long belt here. Good. Once again, pressing down through the feet, feeling those sitting bones, keeping the spine nice and long and the head balanced on the shoulder for this. What you'll notice is that the head may want to come forward a little bit. So keep your head balanced on the shoulders as much as you can. Slowly, we'll bring the belt over the head and then we'll drop one hand down as the other one and it comes over the head again. If you think too much with this one, it gets really, really hard. So don't think too much, just start moving. And it doesn't have to look just like mine. Don't worry too much about that. Keep the body as stable as you can. The temptation, of course, is to get everything moving, but we really want to just get the shoulders moving on this particular one. Watch those wrists so they don't extend too much. Keep breathing here. And then we're going to stop, and now we're going to start with the other one high and that one low, and go the opposite direction. Again, don't overthink this one because it becomes really difficult if you think too much about it. Finding a way to naturally move those shoulders any amount, keeping that belt taut and the wrist as neutral as you comfortably can. And I know that's impossible, but I'm going to keep reminding you of that anyway. Couple more times. And then let's be done with that. We'll drop our strap down, shake those shoulders out again. Feel that sensation of openness across the chest here. This is a really good time to breathe. So bring your hands down to your thighs. Notice again that beautiful breath across the chest. Drop down through your sitting bones and extend up tall through the top of your spine. As always, balance your head right on top of the shoulders. And let's take just a couple of slow, easy breaths. Notice what you feel in your body. Do you feel a little more open? Does the breath come a little bit easier? Is there a sense of, kind of a sense of joy in the body after doing a fun little warm up like that? Great thing to do when you have a few minutes and you have a belt nearby. Just have fun with the shoulders. Thank you for joining in this practice with me. We'll see you again soon. Namaste.